I think, you guys have seen, I've spoken about many. There's something I want to address because I don't take lightly to threats at all. And especially if umuntu uzokhomba and then try and give people the wrong impression about you, that shit is foul. That's fucked up. I think sometimes people forget that, people from the streets or from the townships or from the hood forget that we are all from the hood. That's why I say I don't take kindly to threats. And I'm going to address this right now. Because I'm not scared. I'm not fucking scared of nobody. And let that shit fucking sink in. I'm scared of no fucking body. So, yesterday, on my Instagram Explorer, I've been engaging with everyone on my timeline. I'm sure you guys saw my Insta stories. We've been talking about the looting and etc., which I don't really want to go into, right? And by the way, it frustrates me that, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, Kere, and I get tired of fella. I get tired of fella alone. I get tired. So it frustrates me that, people think I'm really grateful for my job. I won't lie. I'm really grateful. I'll address the other thing just now. I'm really grateful for my job. But there's instances where it gets frustrating because you are really unable to give out your viewpoint, right? Your frustration. He didn't mean harm, he's just frustrated. No, we are all frustrated, but at no point did I disrespect anyone. I'm coming to that. Because Mina... Anyway, so let me start with how I've been feeling. So yesterday I had the worst day on radio. And I came home and I was crying. And I said to my friend, I said, it's so frustrating that I've got the biggest platform ever that I can't use because of my red tapes. I can't really say my point of view. I can't really go into depth with what's happening in our country, something that I'm really passionate about because of my red tape. But it's fine. And yes, I'm going to address it in a calm manner. Very calm. So, and I was saying it's just so painful. People look at you and they're like, oh, you do radio, it's great. But it's also got its disadvantages. Whereby you can't really say, like I said, I don't want to be repetitive. You can't really say how you feel about the current state in our country. And then with that happening, people think that, you're not saying anything. But I'm grateful that I've got platforms like social media where I can really be myself and be honest about honest about what's happening in the country. Now, this gets straight into the matter at hand. And I'm trying to be as calm as I can because addressing things when you're emotional, sometimes you might say things that you will regret. That's what happens. So yesterday, while I'm interacting and engaging and we're talking to people, some people, there's a young man actually that I was talking to who works for a petrol station, who's a petrol attendant, and was telling me that the petrol station where he works is now being shut down because of the looting, and it means that they're not going to be getting paid. So I'm engaging with him. I'm engaging to a lot of people that own businesses. I'm speaking to people that are basically breadwinners. We're interacting with them. And then on my Explorer, I see an Instagram post from Mulim, Jubjub, right? Then okay, sharp. I see he's talking about, the same thing that I've been talking about, the frustration, the fact that our government has been looting us for years, sharp. Then he goes on to mention how the artists have not been speaking, artists, celebrities are not speaking, fair point. And then he goes on to say, Bagupi, I bet you none of them will come on my Instagram page. None of them have said anything. Sharp. Now, I go on there because a lot of us have been speaking. Well, not a lot, but there's the likes of Somizi that have been speaking. Tuli has been speaking, that have been vocal. Peltusi has been speaking, and partly understand why some people don't speak about, things like this, because there's always a personal attack. I'm used to it. I'm used to personal attacks, and people are angry, people are frustrated, whatever. I never take it to heart. I think I've been attacked many times. It's all right. Anyway, so I comment. I'm trying to find. So I comment and I say, the statement of saying artists are not saying anything is problematic, because now it's like you're generalizing. Some of us have been speaking, ne? No, I'm not. No. I'm not sorting out anything privately, because this was put on his platform. Making threats to me on your platform, it means you want to interact with me on that manner, in that way, on the platform. So I say, the looting has been happening for years. Let's go to the root of the problem. The looting has been happening for many years. And it seems like people are talking about a lot of things, but nobody's mentioning the biggest looters in our country, the Guptas, of course, who have fled the country. These are the problem that have the people that have actually caused so much damage, but we are mising it. We're mising it, Sharp. Then I say that. And I expected that attacks from the fans, because that's what fans do, right? Even when you're wrong, they're ill, they will actually side with you, and it's normal. Sharp. Then ask Jubjub to. So, and he made very valid points there. He made very valid points. But my issue was that it is not something that is happening that has just started happening now. It's been happening for many years. So now the reply that I got, I'm not going to go into everything, but the reply that I got towards the end, I'm not going to mention things like, he mentions things like, go back and give to the poor, which I think is rhetorical, because I'm one person that when he is shooting, doing whatever, I am the one person that gives back to the community from my own pocket. But I don't want to get into that, because that's a fact. So I think coming for me at that angle, I'm the last person that you should be coming at when it comes to giving back. Now, make your point, okay, sharp, nothing wrong with it. Then you threaten me at the end. You say to me, ungazongisukela ngizokhipha ama-files wakho. I hope this is the first and the last time you come at me. First things first, you say to us that artists are not speaking. I come there respectfully so. I come there and I say, but some of us have been speaking. I'm answering what you asked. You give back and take videos. Oh, I wish you knew the amount of stuff that I do. But anyway, when you give back and take videos, you clearly don't know me. People that know me very well actually know what I do, but we're not even going to get into that. You say that artists are not saying anything, and then you dare them to come on your Insta live. But unfortunately for me, I just missed it, and I don't follow you. Then I go on and I say, okay, some of us have been speaking, right? And then you come back and then you say uzokhipha ama-files wami. Don't threaten me. Don't threaten me. You're not gonna threaten me. First of all, my files. I'm even encouraging you. Keep allowing my files. Don't threaten me. The first and the last time you and I interacted was on Soweto TV when I did an interview with you after the incident that happened. You know absolutely nothing about me. Don't do that. Don't threaten me and don't give me the impression you're uzokhipha wena uzobona ini because we are all from the streets. We are all from the streets. Please don't be fooled by the wigs and whatever. Uyazi ukuthi nami from Deep Blue. I know how to go down when it gets dirty. I know how to do that, and I don't want to do that. Let's focus at the matter at hand. Let's address each other accordingly. Let's address each other respectfully. Don't threaten me by telling me what I was. You don't know me. You don't know me. You know of me, like everyone else. You know of me. And that's not the matter. This is right now we are not being good role models by going at each other like that. I keep it. Yes, keep along and make sure it's facts and it's truth. I keep it. I'm sitting here and I'm waiting. And I'm letting it slide. Just don't threaten me. Don't threaten anybody. There is no need for you to cyber bully or threaten anyone when really we could all be engaging. That's it. I tried calling him. I don't have his numbers because I said, that's the type of person that I am. Me, I pick up the phone and I'll call you and say, my nigga, let's talk. What's the problem? But now, I just wanted to address this. We had Daga when I call people hooligans. Who did I call a hooligan? Who was Mosha is Zulu? Because angsazi Zulu vele, angsazi. So who did I call a hooligan, by the way? See, that's a problem with people. People come here and they make up things and people run with it. It's very problematic. You know? So anyway, the approach was wrong. Don't threaten me. Just say, you know what? Let me correct you. This is what I was saying. Okay, no, sharp. And then we move on. But isn't the Zok threatening? Isn't it as a strategy? And we can all go to the streets. And that's bullying. Don't threaten me. So keep my files work away. It's the last time you what? Siyalwa manje, when we shouldn't be fighting. You know? But anyway, guys, I'm wishing you a blessed day. Let's have conversations like grown-ups. But now you can't tell Uguti people are hungry. But I called people. That's why people make up stuff. Who did I call hooligans? When? This is the problem. And people start attacking you for things that don't exist. You blatantly come here and you lie and say, I call people hooligans. When did I call people hooligans? When? There's no need to give your side of the story. It's just, no, it's not even, it's just a minor issue. It could have been a minor issue. It's a minor issue, I agree. But let's not threaten each other, guys. Let's not threaten each other. That's tacky, that's untidy, that's uncalled for, that's unnecessary. There are bigger problems here, right? Let's speak about poverty. Let's speak about things that are affecting our country, like grown-ups, you know. That's it. But don't think it's okay for you to come to me because umfazi and ungitshela ukuthi uzokhipha ama-files wami. You know absolutely nothing about me. And lanka ama-files mazowakhipha, make sure ukuthi keep ama-facts. Mawuqeda lapho, I will obviously retaliate myself. I will retaliate. There's no doubt about it. Sonke siphume estradini nami. Kaofela re di clever. Ha ona clever one. Kaofela re di clever re tswa strateng kaofela. So yeah. Anyway, guys. Ungai emgqweni. It is Lerato, this is not about you. Stop this. This is not about me. The threatening was not necessary. I don't mind people saying, what you're talking about is rubbish, because it's banter. Yes, we do that. No, Lerato, you're wrong. No, Banban is Sipati, you're wrong. No what? I don't mind. There's absolutely, it's bound to happen. And have you guys fought before? Never. Never. I actually thought like and I don't think we are fighting. I really don't. There's nothing wrong with banter, as I was saying. There's nothing wrong with banter. But, let it be a respectful banter. Singamanje is kipipa musitsi chovicho. Hey, hey. Zogbonisa. Because, Anyway, so just be safe out there. This is, like I said in my Insta stories, what is happening is really heartbreaking. He didn't name names though. I think you don't know what you are talking about. Waste of your energy. Yeah, it is what it is. What you are talking about is okay. Then get. Wabona, guys, it's so simple. Wabona. The beautiful thing about having your own data is that you can log off. You can log off and or watch someone else's live. And I was saying to you guys, I understand why some people don't like addressing these matters because they don't like the negativity that comes with it. But some of us are so used to negativity and being attacked that it's a norm. We actually feel absolutely nothing. So I think everyone is entitled to their opinions, and I respect everyone's opinion. Right now, people have different opinions because of frustration, etc. I would have loved to go live with one of you guys. Did you enjoy the Acha? I absolutely loved it. I don't like it when we fight. Nobody likes it. Sorry, I missed TT's comment. Maybe he does it. Magawa keep, guys. Baba Bona, I'm here. Keep. I get to ask what in Tandindaba. Mawa keep. I'm here. Keep walk. Keep. You can't do that. Try, give people a wrong impression. That's basically what you're doing. You're out there trying to give people a wrong impression about an individual that you know absolutely nothing about. Keep. Keep. I'm with you guys on this one. Magawa keep, guys. Magawa keep. Yo. Magawa keep. I'm here. Magawa keep. Viva. Mawapume. I agree with you guys 100%. Mawakichwe. Bona, on my mother's life, I'm saying uti magakichwe. I am here. I'm here. Mawakipe. I'm here. On standby. With my life. I'm on standby. Ngimile. Mawakit. I didn't say. Wabona, even left, right, and center. Kinyako dibona. Linda kinyako dibona. Nganyana lipopo nyako dibona. Ngana diplof nyako dibona. Because Linda nexatse. Kinyaka ditswe. One by one. Anyway, so that's not even about that. Actually, yesterday I wanted to do a live with different people. TT. No, TT. TT, I'm actually gonna phone you now. No, you know it's not. Yeah, I will phone you. Video request. Okay, let's talk about this actually, because let's talk and leave this other one. You sound cringe when you're speaking Sizulu. Okay, you're clearly a new follower, so and dala ngisikhuluma isiZulu and angeke ngistop ukusikhuluma because wena ngitshela ukuthi ngikhulume isiZulu.
Morning.
Morning, mama.
How are you?
I'm great, thank you. I am feeling all right, much better. And how are you?
All right. I'm okay.
Yeah.
So basically, I listened partially to Jub Jub's live, ne? And I didn't get to the end, but I didn't hear him mention names. So I want to understand that. Did you make a statement?
A statement about what?
Concerning what's happening, the looting? Did you actually say something like that may have instigated him to say something about you?
Go on my Insta stories, and are you talking about me speaking about the lootings?
Yes.
Oh no, I've been talking about the lootings from the past couple of days. Is that what you're saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to understand. Okay. What's your stance? What statement did you make? How do you feel about what's currently happening right now?
I think I've spoken about it. That's why I said I was hoping actually coming on to speak about protests yourself, because I'm trying to invite people to obviously give out their different opinions. I have stated how I feel about the lootings, and that's what I said actually on Molemo's page. That's what I was talking about. But I want to give each and every one of you guys to actually speak about the protests. I want to hear different opinions, because right now I don't want to make it about me. Do you know? I want you guys. I want to invite someone else to join. I don't know how to invite the third person. How do you guys do that? What's your take on the lootings? What's your opinion with what's happening with regards to our country right now? What's your take?
Well, actually, I was actually really hoping to hear something from you. But if you do want to hear my opinion, I think that it is necessary, and it is the language that
the looting is necessary.
the looting is necessary, yes.
Okay.
It is the language that we were taught when they came here. They looted from us. You understand?
When you say they, who?
The people who don't look like us.
Okay. No, don't be scared. Say your truth. I don't think anyone here is going to attack you. The least the worst they'll do is attack me for having you on my live. And I'm inviting all of you guys to actually engage and speak about, things that affect us as the youth of South Africa. So you are very much entitled to what you're saying. So carry on. So you are saying abelungu, right? White people.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
And along the way, I feel that class has managed to separate us from each other. And it's a bad thing that's happening now. It's my personal opinion, I foresee a civil war, blacks against blacks. The people who are privileged and people speaking from the comfort of their homes that the looting shouldn't be going on, the people who are not experiencing the hunger, the people who are not facing the sharp edge of the knife, those are the people that will stand and say, no, stop what you're doing. I think what's currently happening now is the result of an unjust and an unequal society. We are known as the most unequal state in the world. So that's what it was bound to happen. And even if this comes down, it is bound to happen in the next 10 years from now. It will keep coming back because these are wounds that are not yet healed. These are wounds that are hiding underneath the skin. And every now and again, because triggers will come and there will be an uprising and there will be some sort of a revolution that wants to take place. The thing is, right now, ne?
Sorry, love, I'm adding on more people that maybe perhaps might be disagreeing with you. Yeah. Go right ahead. No, go right ahead.
I think that the Zuma protest is the fuel behind what's currently happening, but it has become more than just Zuma. Now we have all realized that actually we are prisoners of an unjust system in South Africa. And people are fighting, people are hungry. Yes, people are stealing things that we might think that they don't need. Things like TV appliances, things like cars, but those are the things that white people don't even have to work hard for because of privilege, because they are born into a system that favors them. So now when we see people stealing, we judge them because we are comfortable, because we can afford to buy cars, because I work and I earn plus minus 20 grand and I can afford it. So everyone else must work hard for your money. But what a white man has to walk to, I'd have to fly to, I'd have to run, I'd have to work 100 times more than him. So that's what we're fighting for now. It's just more about, it's more than about Zuma, I say. That's just my opinion. And I was hoping to get your opinion because I'm coming to your live page and I thought really you're saying you had made a statement and maybe people are taking it the wrong way, you know?
No. It's no. I mean, I spoke about yesterday. I spoke about the black businesses that were affected in the townships. The people, like I mentioned, I was speaking to a petrol attendant who was saying that he's not going to be working for the next couple of days or whatever it is because of the looting. They've shut down the petrol station. I was speaking to a lady who's a cashier for Jabulani Mall, and she was saying to me, privately though, she was saying that she is frustrated because now it means that she's not going to be able to earn anything for this month, and she was the only breadwinner. Kobona, wabon, and obviously the looting has affected her. So that's what I was talking about, and I'm trying right now. Like I said, I don't want to make this about me because I want to hear the different opinions from you guys. And you have stated your case. I'm trying to get someone else because I see there's some people who are disagreeing with you. And I'd love to put them on so that we can have a healthy debate about what is happening in our country without obviously insulting each other. You mentioned something, I mean, in the beginning, you're saying that looting is very much necessary. That's what you said. And I'm seeing a lot of people are very, very upset by that statement, but there are others who obviously agree with you. And then you mentioned Abelungu, going back to what had happened, that they came here and they looted us, right? And some people are saying, but this is not a race thing, this is not this and that, blah 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 blah. So what I'm saying is that for personally, the looting, yesterday I tweeted and I said, the real looters have been looting for many years in our country. It's been happening for many years, from one president to another. It's been happening. This was bound to happen, and now it is just reached a boiling point where people are now really frustrated because the unemployment rate goes higher each and every year. Funds were looted, and it's almost like the rich gets richer and the poor gets poor. And this is where we are as a country. Do I think looting is right? You mentioned a different opinion, and I don't really, it's that's what I'm saying. I don't really right now want to raise my viewpoint with regards to looting. I'd rather hear from other people and see or hear a different side of it. Some people saying two rights don't make it, two wrongs don't make it right. Please add me. So let's have, how do I do this? Flip.
I have no idea.
Just hold on. I just want protests are right, but looting is wrong. See, can you please add me? I'm trying to add you guys. I just don't know how to. Okay, let's see. Let's see. No, I don't want to add celebrities. I wanna add normal people. Let's see. Let's see. Guys, I'm trying to send requests to like everyone. How do I add you, Zintle? Why do you put your career on the line? How am I putting my career on the line? By saying what? There's absolutely nothing that I've said.
Well, anyways, that's my two
Just hold on.
cents.
Let me try.
Hopefully,
Why do celebs lie about not knowing to add? Because I just see people are declining. There we go. Someone there. You guys are just, some of you guys just come on lives and just are just negative, man. I think you need to, okay, someone else declined there. See, I'm requesting. I mean, people are requesting. I've just requested. Seems like everyone is just running away. You're the only brave one.
Hi.
Oh, someone joined. Hi. Why are you hiding?
How are you?
Great,
Hiding.
thank you, mommy. Okay, we can't see you.
Yeah. I don't want to be seen right now.
Okay, okay. Go right ahead. We're listening. Okay. I think she's got bad network. Kana, your name is no Mane?
me, no Makwezi, yes.
Yeah, okay. No, because I don't want to remove you. Let me remove this person because their network is bad. No, Noma should not leave. People are asking why must you leave? You say people don't want you to leave. Let's try someone else. Add me, please. Okay, so fellow. Okay, do I pin it? Fork. Sorry, Norma. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Fellow. Oh gosh. Yeah, guys. Please request so that I can just click on here. It makes it so much better. Blessing Mkonazi. All right, Blessing. Let's see. Add Blessing Mkonazi. Let me find Blessing. Blessing. Blessing underscore Mkonazi. Just bear with me, please, Norma. Okay, there we go. Blessing. Send request. Okay. Kana, how many people can you add on here? 3 more. I've just added Blessing Konazi. There we go. Hi, Blessing.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning, mommy. Morning. Talk to us.
I'm just gonna say my whole opinion about the whole looting thing, right? I'm totally against it. I know that Black people are hungry, all of us are hungry. We want opportunities and all that. But this is not the way of doing it. Let's have a look at what happened in Itsoseng a few years ago. They banned the mall. They still don't have the mall to this day. They travel like 40 kilometers to the next towns like Mafikeng and what's the other one, Taung, to get food. Imagine you ban a mall and then you have to travel that long just to get food, just to get something in your stomach. Destroying property is not going to help us in any way. How many youth people are crying because of unemployment? How many youth people are always posting that I have a degree but I can't get a job, I've been applying? If they do this, what is that that's going to be fixed? Because a lot of people are going to lose their jobs and we're still going to cry about poverty in the next coming years.
Exactly my point. Morning, guys. Sorry about that.
Morning, mommy. Morning.
So I'm actually against the looting, right? I totally understand that a lot of people come from disadvantaged backgrounds, and most people do not have the resources, or maybe they're unemployed. But then, as I was watching the news yesterday, I got to see like everything that was happening around the world, right? Around the country, sorry, not around the world. People are burning down shops. We're stealing from our own brothers, right? As much as we say that foreigners come to take away our jobs and all those things, we still steal from those people that are actually trying to actually make a living out of this. We go to our shop rights, our pick and pays, because yesterday I actually had a conversation with my neighbor, and she came up with this suggestion that no, we actually steal from shop right and all the other places because they have insurance. But then imagine if this is going to affect us after 2 months. Where are we going to buy from? Where are we going to buy our groceries from? Like, where are we going to find jobs? Because some other people are actually breadwinners, and right now we're actually out here fighting our own brothers and sisters. It doesn't make sense to me. Hence, I'm like, as much as people are hiding behind this thing, they want Zuma to come out, but then that's not the real reason. We are hungry, yes, but then if we continue destroying, how are we going to sort out our issues? Like, how are we going to sort out problems on top of problems while we're also destroying? Like, there are a lot of people that are not working. A lot of youth people have to go to other countries to look for jobs because in South Africa, we don't have any jobs. So why are we destroying the small things that we have? Do you understand? We could have just resolved this whole issue differently by not destroying, because there are other people that are breadwinners. You find one person that's working in that family, they have to take care of 10 people. And yet, now that we destroyed their jobs, how are they going to take care of the same family? Because next thing, the same people are going to be coming to their neighbors and stealing other stuff. So people are actually condoning izinto. Like, I'm against Ilokuza, and I feel like we would have just sorted this out in a different manner. My opinion.
And respect your opinion. Norma, obviously, the two ladies are disagreeing with what you are saying when you say that looting is necessary.
I hear them. And I hear them talking about how people are breadwinners and people are, trying to provide a meal for their family. And yes, Black people are out there thriving, right? Black people are out there trying to make means at the end of the day. But it is not all of us Black people who have a fair chance to do so. Some of us do get that chance, and some of us, wake up in the morning and go get the minimum wage to go and, provide for our families. But it's not everyone. I think, excluding the population of white people in South Africa, there's plus minus 40 million, 40 billion, somewhere in the millions. And only, I think, 32% of us are employed from the population that is amongst us as Black people. And those of us who are able to provide are now saying, we're trying to protect our privilege. You understand? Bakhona abantu abalambile who don't have means. And they are the ones who are out there saying that we are hungry, but we want opportunities, but they're not getting those opportunities. So we're protecting our privilege. We're labeling and we're judging. And looting is a cry for help. People are stealing food. More than anything, people are stealing food. It is a cry for help. And instead of us gathering to one side and grouping ourselves and saying the looting is wrong, we should be standing with them because this is a cry for help. But that's just my opinion. And we're all entitled to have our own beliefs when it comes to such things. I say the looting is necessary. How did the white people get attention from us? They looted us off our land. They looted us off our resources. That's how they got our attention. They removed us from our identity in our own country, in our own continent. We do not have land. Why is it difficult for a Black man to survive in his own country? That is what we're fighting. Yes, it is fueled by Jacob Zuma being in prison, and we want him, but him being in prison, we remembered, what were these people actually fighting for? We remember the ANC policies that were never implemented, that just ended up on paper. We were promised land. We were promised a fair chance to make it in the economy. But that was never, we never got that chance. It was only the few privileged people. It was only those who could work 100 times harder than the white man to attain the minimum that the white person has. For example, I think I've already said this, that the minimum things the average person has empilweni yakhe, ne, are things that mean I will have to work plus minus 10 years to attain, like a car. Currently, the minimum wage is what, 3.5? 3.5 is only enough to buy food for the month. People must still go to work. People must still do other things on top of that. Basically, the system is unjust. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the system is unjust for Black people. And people are standing up and people are looting. And I'm saying that people who are from a point where if when you can provide for your family, understand that there are 10 other people who can't provide for their families. Just because when you are lucky, you are protecting that privilege. Don't protect that privilege. Be for the people. Go be with the people. Yes, I'm saying don't burn down buildings. No. Loot. Don't burn down the buildings. Don't burn down buildings, because at the end of the day, we will still need those buildings, you understand? But loot them. Make a statement. We've been sitting down, we've been talking about it, having normal conversations about it. Nothing has been done. That's what I'm saying. That's my opinion.
We've got someone here that has just joined us. Good morning, honey. How are you?
Good morning, everybody. I think I perhaps may share some sentiments with the lady that was just speaking right now. It's not only about what's just happening now, but where it actually came from. You know, a lot of people are unemployed, are stricken by poverty, and the fact that we are sitting here speaking from a point of privilege actually is something totally different. Now let's look at the relationship or the relation between the looting, poverty, and unemployment. You know, I feel like there is a correlation between all those three things that I had mentioned, and it's really heartbreaking that we have come to this. As much as it's wrong, because now it's pinching perhaps the same people that are giving us employment in the same community. What happens to a person that's actually going to bed hungry? What happens to the mother that constantly has to go to the children and say, oh, ish, singaphuza amanzi siyolala? You understand? What happens to, you know, people that just do not have the basic needs? You know, I feel like people are fed up. Our nation is exhausted because during a pandemic, I mean, what then happens? You know, how am I going to put food on the table if there's no employment? Where do I even start looking for employment if these rates are this much high? You know, and it's a problem that's political and economical at the same time, and it has nothing to do with our communities. And the only people that should be addressing these things or preventing them, so to say, is the government. You know, we are not entitled to freebies, and perhaps we were promised, but it's not up to us, but it's up to them to ensure that we have employment, you know, jobs are created so that we do not reach to the state at which we are at the moment.
What's your take? The lady at the corner, you've been awfully quiet. Sorry.
Okay. Like Norma has been saying, I actually find it really pointless to actually burn down places. For an example, I think it's in KZN. Now there were wild animals that were walking around. I don't know how true is this, it might be wrong. But then we're destroying our brothers and sisters' jobs. The little that we have, we could change like a lot of communities. To find people that are opening small businesses that are helping us to actually make a living out of this. So now, if you are saying that looting is necessary, then you are condoning right. Do you understand? Like I said, we were gonna sort this out in a different manner in terms of like looting, yes. But then now you find people stealing Ama TV, stealing alcohol. You wanna tell me that those people are hungry? What are they gonna be doing with alcohol?
No, but they might be going out to sell those things so that they can actually afford that piece of bread, you know. It might be that. It might be that.
Like, we not all from the same place.
Okay, guys,
like,
can I just I need you guys to I actually want to make sure that I understand this, because you know, I'm a bit confused. So what you were saying, normally also or right. So I just keep forgetting your name. Ne? What you were saying is that, you know, you are also somehow agreeing that looting is right. But what the lady in the corner is saying, Ari, but you can't be looting from your own people, people that have probably seen the same struggles as you. Is that what you are saying? Looting from your brothers and sisters.
I feel
Saying
like
that we should. That's what we should do. It's right.
for the moment, I'd like to believe that it is. Those people are, like the president has announced yesterday, that there would be measures to actually rescue their businesses, right? So if there are measures to rescue businesses, why can't there be measures for me as the individual that went to be looted for this, for me, like to prevent looting? You understand? It is wrong. I totally say that it's wrong, but at the same time, we should think of the fact that people are hungry and those businesses are going to get help at the end of the day, and I'm not.
Okay, like I said, you know, everyone is just entitled to their own opinion. I'm trying to add more people here. Noma, I'm gonna have to let you go because there's so many people requesting, but I'm going to leave the other lady who just joined us now, ne?
Can I end with this, ne?
Sure.
That I don't know where I read this on Twitter or whatever, that the baby of poverty is either a revolution or a criminal. So now we will be able to separate the fish, the flesh of the fish from the bones through what's currently happening now. We will see who are the revolutionists and who are the criminals. Enjoy.
All right. Thank you very much, Noma. Enjoy the rest of your day, honey. Thank you.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, mommy. We just have someone who's just joined us now. Ndoisile.
Hi, how are
Great.
you?
Thank you, Papa. Welcome.
Thank you. Now, I just wanted to talk about a few things that Unoma was saying concerning the whole looting thing, saying it's okay and all that and whatsoever, right? It just doesn't make sense that okay, we can understand the looting part, but why ban buildings? Why ban or create fires on roads? Why attack people? Because now it's not only the looting that is happening, right? Even people who have looted and are transporting whatever they took from the shops to their cars, now their cars are being stopped and they're getting, thrown by rocks or whatsoever, right? And like it's now the same people who who came together in the name of the protest, like Free Jacob Zuma, right? But they're now fighting against each other.
Okay.
And it's now causing a lot of destruction. Buildings are being banned, and it's not only one mall. It's not only one mall. A mall was banned in KZN. There was some chaos in Babylani.
What just happened there?
Okay.
Oh my God.
Is she okay?
Are you okay? I think.
And I don't think we can get any response from her because it's loading.
I hope she's okay.
Guys, can you please check on her?
What's her name? Her handle. Oh, she left.
Okay, what just happened there? I'm so scared.
And nobody knows her, right?
Nobody knows. Even on the comments, nothing. My God, I hope she's okay. Can somebody just DM her and check if she's
Yeah, and
okay?
I just missed her handle now. Okay, I think in the meantime I'll just add I'm really unsettled now.
Yeah.
Her phone fell. Okay.
No, it didn't fall.
No, it didn't fall.
It didn't fall. And the people are actually
Like
mentioning
this
me
person,
instead of her. You know, they're thinking.
like this person just said, no, this person just said they looted her phone. Like honestly,
Guys, it's not me. People are thinking it's me. Now I'm receiving DMs. It's not me, guys.
Okay. All right, let me just add someone else there. I'm hoping she's all right. That phone didn't fall though.
It didn't.
Hello,
Good morning.
Puto.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome.
Thank you so much for being the live. Hi guys. So I just want to share my 2 cents about the whole looting thing and what's happening in the country right now. In terms of the first thing that I want to start with is that I hold a BCom Communications and I hold an honors in marketing, and I'm currently pursuing my master's. And with everything that's happening in the country, I realized that finding a job for a person like me becomes very difficult, which means companies like Match, your own game, your Cambridges, etc., were already going through a process of financial difficulty. And then you find that because of now they don't have stock, stores have to close, which means employment opportunities for me become minimized. I don't know why I'm nervous, but yeah.
No, don't be.
I don't know why I'm nervous.
It's only me. Nothing
So,
special.
I mean, I look at everything that's happening. People are arguing, we are fighting for land, we are fighting for the revolution, we are fighting for everything. But the biggest thing about us as Black people, especially, is that we are fighting for things that we cannot even manage yet. You find shows like Abo I Blew It, we struggle to manage just R1,000,000. A basic R1,000,000, you don't invest it, all you think of is a lifestyle. So we are fighting for those things in aims of saying that we want the government to recognize. The government looted from us the 500 billion. We're not disputing that, but we need to find more strategic and creative ways to address issues of how do we move forward as a people and as a country. Yes, they burned down the building in America for them to realize, for us as Africans to realize, or the world to realize that there was something wrong in America, but that doesn't mean that's the formula we have to take. We need to stop this narrative of ukuthi siyambona usisi ekseni usebenza eShoprite or usebenza kuphi ukuthi azondla abantwana bakibo by 15 or whatever number it is ebahlala emkhukhwini, and then Tina again, the very same Black person, goes and burns down that very Shoprite that feeds that family in my hood. So I think this narrative that we are trying to be revolutionary by looting and stealing, and here we are still struggling with bread and butter problems, is really, for me, not a system that's working. And I mean, we can all stand up and burn torches and continue this revolution in however way we want, but as next, because it's like this is the very well that we have to drink from again, and we are out here saying that no, loot, but that store that you are looting is supposed to feed someone else. I mean, in one of your comments that you said in this live, Lerato, was that this lady from the garage and saying that
Okay.
for a few days, which means it's a few days where someone's not going to eat. Someone's salary is cut. Someone's salary is affected. But we want to be, again, being the ones that lift up our brothers and sisters. I'm very saddened because also as someone who's trying to get into the business space, I realized that had it been me and I'm not rising now, abantwana bakithi bayodlani, umzali wami uyodlani. Because imagine, but this is the revolution we want. We want to see this change. So I'm very emotional about the subject. Sorry, I'm going to allow others to
No. Don't apologize. Don't apologize. We are all very emotional about it. I'd like to ask the lady at the top. I mean, Khutso somehow disagreeing with you. What is your take on that? I mean, mentioning the fact that we are taking from the very same people that, I mean, it's like me saying today, and then I find a job tomorrow, and then someone else takes that away from me, because they also have their frustrations, and they're also, I think this is what Kuto's trying to say.
Yeah, I totally understand where Kuto is actually coming from, but let's look at it this way. Those people were in their communities when this started, right? A number of them do not have anything to do. I am not promoting looting, guys, but the fact that the root of the problem is not being looked at is my problem. I don't think people will be in the street if they had jobs. I don't think people will be looting if perhaps they were in schools, being paid for or whatever by the government, whatever. If they had something to do, they would never find a reason to go and do what they did, as much as it was wrong. So what I'm trying to say is that people are doing
okay,
what
thank God Sheila is back. Sorry, the lady that dropped her phone she's
oh
back.
my God.
I was very unsettled. I'm so happy that you're okay. Thank you. Yeah, sorry about that. I was very unsettled.
Yeah, so let's look at the root of the problem, as much as it's wrong. But my 2 cents opinion is that even with the military coming in, yes, it's going to help for a while. It did happen in the Cape Flats where they tried to maintain order and what's so not for a while. And once they moved out, the same things kept on happening. It's going to be the same thing now, and it's going to carry on because the military is not going to stay forever. So it's going to move in now. And once it moves out, the same thing is going to keep happening. So I feel like it's time now that the government addresses the root of the problem and brings solutions to the table, as much as it's wrong. But we have to face the fact that looting will continue as long as we do not have solutions.
All right, thank you, my darling. I'm gonna have to let you go. I want to try and give
Alright.
as many people as I can a chance. Thank you for making
Bye-bye.
time for us. Appreciate it. Okay, Kuto, you still here, and the other gentleman. Just try to add someone here.
Okay, while you're still trying to add
Go
someone,
right ahead.
can I say
Sure,
something?
go right ahead.
Right. So basically, the lady that just left the live right now, basically she was saying that unemployment is the problem, right? I believe that what she was trying to say, like unemployment is the root of all that is happening to us, whatever. But let's look at it this way: when we came to this world, like, okay, let's say whether the day we went to school or the day we started to understand the world better, did we not know that the world is suffering from unemployment? We knew that there is unemployment from a very young age. We grew up knowing that there's unemployment in the country, not only in the country, but in the world, because it's not only South Africa that is affected by unemployment, but it's the entire world. And now it's not like it's only fair for us to sort of go out of our way and make sure that, okay, we do something that generates income, or we do something that is going to give us money and make sure that we survive and see the next day. So we cannot depend on the government for everything. We cannot depend on the government for resources. We cannot depend on the government for protection or safety, and we cannot depend on the government for whether it's food or whatsoever. Sometimes we just have to think on our feet, like we have to stand on our feet and think for ourselves, because waiting on someone like unenkinga zakhe, you understand? That person is also, even though maybe he's the president or he's the minister or whatsoever, he's also a human being at the end of the day, and they also have their own share of problems. So they cannot be they're dealing with their issues, and then now they have to come to you and make sure that you have employment also, or you have a job or whatsoever. So we cannot base okay, the root of all this violence and whatsoever is because of unemployment. Okay, when as a human being, what are you doing since okay, there's an unemployment issue, there's no money and whatsoever? Why can't you start your own business? Why can't you do this and that? And the other thing is, like, people look down on certain jobs. We have people who are doing recycling, and actually people look down on those people. It's not because they're doing recycling because they like to be going around picking pockets and whatsoever. But they realize, okay, there's unemployment in the country, and we need to put food on the table. So let's do what? Let's do recycling. It doesn't require much, or it doesn't need whether it's a degree or whatsoever. It's just something that you can do. It's something that you can stand up and do and make sure that you provide for your family. So sometimes you should stop blaming the government.
In a nutshell, don't wait for opportunities, create opportunities. That's what you're saying.
Exactly.
All right.
Because if you wait, you're going to wait forever.
I'd just like to welcome Usisi on the right. Sabona Sisinjan.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yes,
Hi,
we can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, thank God I finally got to join the live. Wait guys, I'm coming. I'm busy. My kids, sorry. So I do not condone looting at all. It will never be right. But now here's the thing. They stay and not loot. What is going to change? There are no jobs already. People are hungry already. You understand? Artists, like whoever, business is already suffering because of COVID. You understand? We've been like on lockdown now for 16 months. No action plan.
Nearly
Lockdown
2 years.
after lockdown. You understand? Lockdown after lockdown. You get what I'm trying? So this Zuma arrest, for me personally, it's a personal thing. I feel like it was like enforced now just to shift our focus, because he knew that the moment he addresses us again and tell us that more days are being added to the lockdown, to the level 4, we are going to spark. Where's the $500 billion, if it's billion or million, I don't know. You understand? So now people loot, business owners suffer, black business owners suffer. You understand? People don't loot, we stay hungry. They die, we die of hunger and whatnot. So now the thing with me, it's like, I think we need to change we need to vote for a better government if there will ever be. Also, for whenever there's a revolutionary, whenever change is going to happen, a person must die. A person must lose something. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's sad. I really feel bad for all the black business owners and whatnot, but we are here now, hoping that we will be heard, hoping that a bit will change, because there's no reason why so many people are unemployed. There's no reason why so many people lack a shelter. What is food? Food. Why is food so hard for people to get? Why is it so hard for people to get food? What is food? So there's a lot. It's just a lot, So you win some, you lose some. It's that thing.
Yeah. So firstly, I think the first thing that I'd like to say, from what brother said on the right and CC hi, they just said is, so the biggest thing, firstly, I want to start with the entitlement that we have as South Africans. We are very entitled to other people's things, thinking that they're going to solve our problems. That is such a bad and sad mentality and the reality that we live in. People want to be entitled to jobs. People want to be entitled to opportunities. People want to be entitled without working hard for it. So something the finance minister said, I think it was him during his speech, was that, no, it was Mr. Bladen Zimande. He said we need to start looking at different and other career opportunities, because we have an influx of people that are studying the same thing over and over and over again. We have a lot of HR people. We have a lot of HR degree, let's say HR, let's say electrical engineering. It's all skills that we think is needed in the country, but there's so much of it. And then he started saying, we need to start looking. We need to start looking at other job prospects, so that even in school, 30% and then then they can move on in life and go do great things. That's the first thing that I want to address in terms of the whole unemployment thing. So maybe it's time that we started looking at what other opportunities are there, where the gray areas are in this whole education system, so that we can start filling gaps. Because of right now, even on Facebook, there was a hashtag called "Help Me Find a Job." Most of the people there, it is very rare to find bachelor's exemptions, but there's a lot of people that we are finding with a higher certificate and higher degrees. And when you're competing in a market where there's a lot of people with bachelor's degrees, then it becomes difficult for you to compete because you're not on the same level. That's my first thing. And then the second thing, for a revolution to happen, then someone needs to die. But why is that the narrative? Why are we still living like we had to live in the past? Because I know there's Nelson Mandela said, if the ANC government does to us what the apartheid government we will do to the ANC, something along those lines. Fight violence. And what the president said yesterday is, more violence will only lead to more poverty, and it will lead to more violence as well. So violence is not the solution. We need to come up with new strategies. We need to come up with other ways of how we address this thing. 15 What about a collaborative effort? When are we coming together as Africans and uniting and building empires? One of the greatest things about the Roman Empire was that there was never division amongst them. They always built one goal towards one thing, and that's why it was such a success. Even when you look at the Roman church, taking it to a religious perspective, it worked with they'd leave this church and go start another branch. With us black pastors, because we all want to lead in our own right, and it's not working. It is not a system that works for us. So we need to start being collaborative. We need to start coming up with ideas. Lerato has 1 million. Kutso has 2 million. Tuputi has 2 million. Has 2 million. What can we do? Can we not start a toilet paper making manufacturing company, something? It's only 500,000, right? Why don't we become a collaborative country? Why do we have to loot? Why are you stealing my bread and butter? Why are you hurting my kids and my kids' future? Because of right now, election social ngokuthi umakhelwane uhlala nomona ngezinto mina engizwelayo. That really like boggles my mind, because I even like, yeah, I don't get why violence has to be the solution. I really don't get it. I don't get how you stealing from me is gonna feed you. It does not make sense. It does not make sense. Yeah.
Okay, can I quickly say something on this violence and whatnot? Now, you need to understand that we don't know any other thing but violence. You need to understand that when you want to talk about looting and whatnot, you can't start disciplining at the bottom. You get what I'm trying to say? This thing is a pyramid. Start at the top. The government loots from us on a daily. We've been talking. We've used social media. We've done everything that we can do. You get what I'm trying to say? So now they loot. We look up to them. We do what they do. It's sad because they have billions in their hands to loot. You get what I'm trying to say? That is their reach. We don't have money in our reach. We don't. We loot what we can loot. And it's sad that as government looting from us, we are also losing. You understand? It's a lose-lose situation. Why can't we like work together as a black nation? That makes sense. But also with that being said, we don't all come from the same background. My first million, I might need to build a house for my family. My first million, I might need to take my sister to school and what. There are a lot of things at stake. I can't, because I have 1 million now, and come meet you and like be like, okay, since you have 1 million as well, let's start a business. I need to do a certain things with that 1 million. God knows, maybe that 1 million, I'll only be left with 200,000. And then you're not willing to work with me simply because I had to use part of that 1 million to do other things. We need to put everyone into consideration when we're talking about such things. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
All right, I'm gonna have to let go of someone. Let me let go of you, my brother with the yellow beanie. So lovely having you. Thank you for your opinion. I appreciate it. Take care of yourself, okay? All right, thank you, honey. All right, let's see. Kuto's network is kind of bad. Let's see if you can stay with us for now. I'm just trying to add more people. I see Kuto also has a bad network. Who's this? It's so weird how it's so hard to. Okay, Kuto left. Let me see who else we can add. DIVE. Oh, okay. I thought it was Divine. Is it 05 or 05? It says user not available. Oh, there we go. Okay. Got you, Mama. We've added someone. We're going to add I'm going to try and add a second person. There are people who are disagreeing with you, obviously. Hello, Mama.
Hi, Lukai. I'm fine, thank you. Hi, guys. Yes,
Hi.
I've been hearing like from the other lady, I think Norma.
Yeah, the one
Since
that left.
then, yes. I understand where she come from, but what she said is not working for us. Since all those things, where did they take us to? Because I don't see any change. I have not seen any change since. I've seen people protesting, people looting, people doing everything, but nothing has changed. And I like what the other guy was saying. Not the one with the yellow beam, the other one. Kuto. I like what he said. You know, South African education is not the best. It used to be maybe before, but now I don't think it is. You know, and we can't even say European education is the best because Kidulamo Island Montablin, and children, they don't repeat class here. At least for South Africa, you fail, you repeat a class. Here, you don't repeat a class till you get to the living set metric. That is the only time when you get to repeat a class. And look at that third level. Third level pass mark 35, 40 pass mark 35 to 40. And again, I would like to agree with the lady there too. You know, she said our mentality in terms of when you get money, what I want to do with that money is not what Lerato want to do. If I get my million, my first million is to build my mother a house. While other people, their first million is to do business. But one thing I've learned from white people, when a white man gets a first million, he's not going to solve the problem of the world. He's going to invest the million till he have 10 million. That is when he is going to solve the problem. Even if the mother is dying, even if the mother can be homeless under the tree or homeless under the bridge, that white man is going to take care of what he wants. That is investment. But we black people, we don't have that mentality. You know, I don't know whether it's good or bad. I'm trying to understand it. Is it good or bad? Because I have a friend, you know, the brother is homeless. She's white. The brother is homeless. I asked, why do you have to take me out for a dinner? But I have never seen you taking your brother who's homeless for a dinner or even helping him, taking him to your house, do this and that. No, I'm not going to do that. We have the same parents. We grow up in the same house. What I have is what he had. So what my parents did to me is what our parents did to them. So I can't help him. He has to help himself. If I helped him, he's still going back to that position, which is true.
There's a brother that just joined us. Brother, welcome. Welcome, Katlogo.
Lerato, hey, let me tell you, nah?
Yeah.
I witnessed this looting firsthand on Sunday. Nigga, Alex. So,
no, look, okay.
Alex.
Katlo. Oh.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah. I can hear you now. Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Cool. So I was just saying, Jorge, so I was in Alex with four of my friends. We went to this butcher, you know, and I want to paint the picture and I want to give context of some of the conversations that we were having, you know, some looters and as well as other bystanders and a shop owner. So what happened is we were at this butcher. Next to the butcher is a foreign-owned, like grocery store, so you know. Next to the hostel, you know.
Katleo, stop driving. Park the car, Katleo. Oh, man. Okay, I'll try Katleo a bit later again. It seems like he's on the road. And then the network is a bit bad, so I'm try again later. Let me try someone else. Mama Duna. You know, I love the fact that we are interacting like grown
I thought
adults.
Obusa
You
is
know what I mean?
Coconut Girls. Who is Coconut
There,
Girls?
there is no one who is cursing at anyone. Aona or Mama Duna. Sorry, I'm trying to give Mama Duna. Give Mama Duna underscore. Hey, ban. I'm also trying to switch off my TV because hi Saras. Mama Duna, ne? Give Mama Duna. Guys, can you help me? The tweet that I've pinned. Give Mama Duna.
Yes.
Mama Duna underscore. Yes. Okay, got her. Yeah, continue. I really wanted to hear what Katlo had to say. I've just added Mama Duna. Hi, good afternoon. Wow, it's nearly time for radio for me. But anyway, good morning, Mama.
Hi guys, how are we?
We are surviving. We are surviving. We're all right.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear it. Oh man, this whole situation is just so heartbreaking, and there are so many factors that are at play here, and I feel like it would be doing any of this like an injustice to not acknowledge. Guys, the government has a responsibility to us as its people. And I feel like in South Africa, the standard of what we expect from our government is so low because we have been disserviced for so long. But I just feel like with this whole approach of let's start businesses and, you know, let's come together, I feel like even that comes from a place of privilege. If I don't have food in my stomach and I don't have a roof over my head, starting a business is beyond me because I'm thinking of the basics of staying alive. So I feel like we need to acknowledge that it doesn't just come to that. Looting is not going to solve anything. I feel like we need to reach a stage where we are like thinking, okay, what goal do we want? And actually take action that is directed towards a goal. You're destroying businesses, you're destroying the economy. It will be that much harder, not just for the people who are already in poverty, but now you are increasing the percentage of people who are under the poverty line. Just because I am suffering, now we must all suffer. What effect does that have for the government? Does Cyril not eat because you looted ShopRite? He will eat. His life will not be moved at all. And I feel like we need to move beyond violence, guys. We are smart. As Black people, we are capable of strategically planning and coordinating action to actually achieve what we want. We overcame apartheid, guys. Like, come on. I feel like we are
How
more
did we overcome
intelligent and more
apartheid?
capable than that. You can't just say, all Black people know is violence. There are so many intelligent people. Like, don't undermine us as a people like that. We need to do better.
But now,
So
can I say something?
Sure, go right ahead.
With the apartheid that you're talking about, how did we really overcome apartheid? We did fight, and it was a good fight.
Against who?
Black people fought. Yes, I know
Against
we
who?
above violence. We above all of that. We are more equipped now. We have people that actually know things and whatnot. I get that. I'm not taking away from that. But now those people are hungry. They've run out of options. They've run out of options. So what else can they do? Chill there, wait till someone like you or someone like me or someone like whoever finds them. I didn't even know that KZN was out of water for 4 months. So were they supposed to just chill? What were they supposed to
They're
do?
not. What goal? I mean, has looting achieved? What has it
You do
actually achieved
understand that.
other than make situation that's already bad worse?
You do understand
Do you
that
not?
those
Is
people.
Kensington now having water? Is the
You do
water now there
understand
because
that
you need
those
it?
people in question have nothing to lose. Be it they chill and wait until someone pulls through for them, be it they loot. They have nothing to lose. We need to understand the mind of a hungry person. We need to understand the mind of a poverty-stricken person. We need to understand that they've got nothing to lose. The only thing that they know is surviving. Those people are in survival mode. If I calculate now, if I can run to ShopRite and get a bag of rice and make it out in 2 minutes before police shooting at me, then best believe I'll do it. Anything to put food in my stomach. Anything to see the next day. Those people are surviving. I am not justifying their acts. I am not justifying looting. I'm against it. I personally wouldn't do it. But now, they have nothing to lose. It is what it is. It's sad. People are losing a whole lot of things, valuables and whatnot. But it is what it is. The only thing we need to do now is come up with a solution. Because the government isn't even doing the bare minimum. We are told that South Africans are entitled and whatnot, but the government isn't even doing the bare minimum. Sanitation, like water, electricity, we're struggling. You understand? So I'm coming from
No,
that
I
point.
understand.
Yeah.
And I really agree with you that the government is failing us. My thing is, we do have something to lose, our lives. Our brothers and sisters are losing jobs. Like they said, one person is feeding many people. Now, we don't even have that one person. They don't have that job anymore. We have something to lose, guys, our livelihood. Like now, I'm just imagining so much of us now under poverty because we are tired of being in poverty. Therefore, more of us must be in poverty. Let's be strategic, guys. Let's be strategic.
At this point, I think it's not even about being strategic. At this point, it's about being one person. It's about all of us being together, being
And
black,
that's the problem.
you know, and I think it's all about that now, you know. I know, for example, you, Lerato, you are at like a better place, like better position of helping, even if it's 2 people or more. You get what I'm trying to say? And it's unfair that it's all put on celebrities and whatnot. You're like, why are you guys not saying anything? Why are you guys not doing this? Forgetting that they are doing their part. They are taxpayers. They are paying tax. But it's none of their business that it's being spent recklessly and whatnot, you know. But like, if we can just unite, if I see you, can you please help me with 5 rand? I give you. It has nothing to do with me what you're going to do with that and whatnot. It's all about...
But you know, but you know, you mentioned something there. You are saying, you know, we must cut, and I'm not disagreeing with what you were saying. I absolutely respect your opinion. But what you are saying right now, it's almost like you're contradicting yourself when you say that we need to come together. The looting, like I said, has somehow created diversity, because where the looting is taking place, auction, and people are coming for black businesses, right? Now you have black owners that, by the way, don't think because someone is sitting in a comfortable right now, they did not go through poverty. I know many people that were once homeless, you know, that went and worked at petrol stations, whatever, and today somehow they made it out. And when I say made it out, I don't mean out of the township, but they're living a better life, right? The very same people who went through what other people are going through right now are now being looted. Is that the solution? Do you know what I mean? How do we not know that the shop that you looted yesterday actually belongs to someone who just got a breakthrough? who just got maybe a funding, 10,000 rand to actually start giving back or actually putting food on the table. And then now I'm not allowed to be angry. I'm then saying that is correct. And I'm just asking.
Okay. Now I hear you. That is why I was like,
we have like I said on my Insta story, we are looting ko makeishening. I mean, yesterday there was a video also of people taking vegetable from me orekisa mostrateng. That's not right though. That is not right. You are going to the stores, me orekisa di vegetable di mostrateng. You are taking from her the little 5 rand that she makes, she makes a day, or maybe even 400 rand or 100, so that she'll be able to, somehow feed herself and her children. We are taking that from her. And also, I'm not saying that we should be looting now in Santon or looting whatever, but I'm saying, we are causing that diversity amongst ourselves. You are saying we are coming together, but how do we come together when we are taking from each other's mouths? When you're taking from my mouth, when you're taking from your fellow brothers, then how are we going to come together? We are divided already.
Can I say something, guys?
Good morning, Mama. Welcome.
I'm good, thanks. I hope you guys are okay. It's a bit hectic, but yeah. It's very unfortunate that what is happening there. But right now, according to what I'm seeing, I can hear you, Lerato, saying they're taking now food from black businesses and stuff. They're not thinking about that right now. The only thing they want to do is take whatever that they can. As Sisi up there said, people are now on survival mode. That's what they're doing. And the problem now is that even our president is actually not acknowledging the problems that we are facing. In fact, he's busy going around the corner and trying to solve things. But now the problem is he's not saying and acknowledging what's okay. I hear you guys. Now let's find a solution as a people. So now people feel disregarded that, he's not even hearing or acknowledging what is actually the problem. Uzuma is out of the picture now. Now it's poverty, unemployment. Yes, there is a bit of criminality, but now he's making things worse with not acknowledging what people are saying and saying, I can hear what you guys are saying. Let's sit down and find a solution, So that's what I'm observing.
And unfortunately, we somehow, all we can do is speak, but we're seeing politicians are not speaking about, the way forward. It's been happening for many years. Our president yesterday delivered a message, and I was partly disappointed because I'm like, we didn't really address how we can actually move forward. We are talking about the violence that is happening, the looting that is happening in our communities. Yes, that's wrong. That's fucked up. But then when are we ever going to get to a point where we speak about the solution? How do we make sure that we don't damage our economy even further? Do you know what I mean? We have, I stand to be corrected, we have reached junk status. I don't know if we're still there or we were there, but our economy is just getting more damaged. And like I said to you, now I understand the frustration from the people that are that are saying we are hungry. I only speak about the unemployment rate in our country. Now we've created more. I mean, there's more people woke up today with no jobs. The unemployment rate keeps getting higher and higher every single day.
And you know what's gonna happen now? There's a lot of people now staying at home because obviously everything is shut down, literally. So the same people that are also at home are gonna start doing this very same thing that everyone else is doing, because now what are they gonna go back to tomorrow? So it's gonna be a continuous thing.
You're right.
You guys, if you guys right now were put in parliament, maybe you had an opportunity to be put in parliament and speak on behalf of everybody else, what would you say to the president? What's the way forward? What is the solution? Do you guys at least maybe have an idea of what the solution could be?
That's a very tough one, actually.
It is a tough one, and I feel like
I know. And I mean, I'm speaking about it, and I'm saying, it's frustrating, whatever. But if I had to stand in parliament and speak to the president, what's the solution? What's the way forward? You know, do we have that, you know, in point? Do we know what we are going to say? The solution is XYZ. Let's stop looting by the government. First of all, that's the solution. You know what I mean? Like I mentioned, the rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer. You know, we've come a long way, guys. We speak about apartheid. We speak about things that have happened in the past. A lot of things were supposed to have changed by now.
Exactly. I think one of the other things, Nje, like with, let me say, with Ubuntu, as we say, I think even the government, they have to acknowledge their mistakes as well and say, you know what, we understand that we are failing you guys, but bear with us. Let's try and find a solution. So now they're busy tiptoeing around. They're not even admitting to anything. Yes, they will never admit to the full whatever that they're doing behind, but let them admit to something so that people can actually trust them and see that they're trying, you know.
DJ 40 saying a younger generation in parliament, and I agree 100%. What do you guys say? Because I need to get ready for it.
100%.
Yeah. I also agree with that. Like, we need younger people in parliament, and we need like people who know these things, people who like have lived like in poverty, people who know the reality, people who've actually like who've faced these problems, you know. I think people who've been in those positions, I think they have a better chance at solving some of the problems that we have. Because now, even if I can be put in parliament, where do I start? You know, do I start with feeding people? Do I start with sheltering people? Do I start with getting jobs? For where do I start? There's a lot, you know. So yeah, it's going to be
And I
a
think a
gradual
good
process.
starting And I think another good starting point is actually dealing with corruption, guys. We're already, and we're not the richest country in the world, is South Africa. The problem is funds will be released to improve like training, job opportunities, to diversify the economy. And those funds will not reach where they are supposed to reach because of the corruption at every single level. I would never defend Zuma, but he is just one of many. And I feel like we need to address corruption in South Africa in order to actually reach the things that need to be addressed in our country. Housing, I know for a fact the money doesn't reach where it's supposed to go. Infrastructure, schools, we will not get anywhere, guys, because no matter what money you give or who gives to achieve a goal, it will not be achieved until corruption is rooted out of our country. And I think that means the ANC as a whole must go. They are so comfortable, guys. The ANC is comfortable because they know that there's a loyalty that comes from us as South Africans. They are not afraid because they know the DA and the EFF, those people are not going to get the votes because the ANC, come on, African National Congress, there's a loyalty that they know South Africans have to them, and it's made them so complacent and so comfortable spending South African like money that we're never going to get anywhere, guys. We need to be willing to acknowledge and be grateful to the ANC for what they have done, but say that thank you, your time is over now. It is time for a new generation to come in with new and fresh policies.
Sure. I totally agree with that. Even, you know, with public servants, like I was watching TV yesterday and you could see that with the police, most of them are people who are like really, really old. And they could not even run after these kids and people that were looting. So you need some people with it's so funny, I know, but we need people who are fresh and hectic. Yes, we need young people. You know, it was really, really hilarious, even though it was disgusting what was happening. But you found yourself laughing because you're like, come on, guys, like really. So give young people a chance.
All right, yeah.
Give them a chance to.
You know, there's this thing that I like saying while we're speaking about younger people, you know, in parliament, and which is something that I totally 100% agree on. But I always say it's like football, you know. I always use the analogy of football. You know, in football you have the younger players, right? The younger players want right? You need those. You bring in younger players because you need the fresher legs, because the ones that have been there longer, obviously the energy isn't as much. But at the same time, the older players play a role also because of what? Because of experience. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if we could have then start making way, and I'm not saying, because there are people who say, no, you can't just get rid of everybody that's old in parliament, etc., etc. Then I say we start shifting. Then you start shifting. You start way with the younger generation, the fresher legs, the fresher minds, and people who have been on the ground currently. But at the same time, we're not disregarding ones that have been there for a longer time. We're not saying fuck you guys, time up or whatever it is. No, you come and then you implement experience. I always use that analogy. You bring in the fresher legs. Yes, have the older ones while they're making their way out. You give them the experience. That's how it should be. But
Definitely.
yeah. All right, guys.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for giving us this platform, Lerato.
I really wish, the unfortunate thing about where I am, my position, I wish I could have these type of conversations on air, because I feel like it's so frustrating because you have the biggest platforms, but the red tapes are like so hectic. Do you know what I mean? So yesterday, I actually, every time I did an ad break, I was crying, because I'm like, there's so much I want to speak about, but I can't, because especially when it comes to politics, and very, very, very sensitive topics, and of course you have to respect protocol. So I'll try and do this again, so that we continue having these conversations, and you never know, somebody's listening out there. And yeah, anyway, stay blessed, please be safe, guys.
Will do.
Thank you so much. Bye.
So much. Bye bye.